Old school SEO is collapsing. In fact, it's dead already. The smartest AI SEOs I know aren't doubling down on backlinks or keyword hacks. You're betting on something way more powerful. I'll explain more in this video. Hi there, I'm Jason Patel, the co-founder and CEO of OpenForge AI, and we help your business get noticed by ChatGPT and other AI search engines. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You'll get the latest tips, strategies, and guides on how to increase your AI brand visibility and 10x your marketing in the age of AI. Let's get started. So, if you've been doing SEO the old way, chasing backlinks, ranking blog posts, stuffing keywords, you've probably noticed things aren't working like they used to. In fact, traffic is dropping precipitously. That's because Google, Bing, and now even ChatGPT are all being powered by large language models. That's obvious. And those models don't rank content like they used to, they summarize it. They generate AI overviews, and in those AI overviews, they mention or ignore brands based on one thing. And that's whether the AI knows who you are. That's not a keyword issue, that's an entity issue. And that's why Entity SEO is now the core strategy smart SEOs are using to win. So Entity SEO is the main topic of this video, and I'm going to go more into it. So, of course, what is Entity SEO? Here's the simplest way to understand it. An entity is a person, place, brand, product, or concept that has a unique, identifiable presence. It's a thing that search engines and AI can recognize. Entity SEO is all about helping those systems understand and trust who you are, what you do, and how you relate to the rest of the internet. You're not optimizing for search rankings anymore. Just stop doing that altogether. You're optimizing for recognition. And when an AI recognizes you as a credible, connected, consistent entity, it starts mentioning you in answers, even when you're not the top result in organic search. Here's how this plays out. Let's say someone searches the best email marketing software. Google doesn't just spit out a list of links anymore. It gives an AI overview with the list of recommended tools. You want to be in that list. You don't want to get in by ranking first because no one reads the rankings anymore. You get in by being recognized as a relevant entity connected to an email marketing software. So the AI cites MailChimp, ConvertKit, and others, not just based on SEO, but based on how well those brands are understood and trusted by the AI model. This is happening across Google, ChatGPT, Perplexity, and other AI search engines and voice search tools. Entity SEO is your ticket to showing up. That is the key here. Google builds understanding of entities through multiple signals, like schema markup on your website, like organization, person, or product, third-party sources like Crunchbase, LinkedIn, Wikipedia, and Google Business, connections to other known entities in its knowledge graph, and consistency in brand language across all your bios, profiles, and citations. In other words, if the internet talks about you in a consistent, structured, trustworthy way, AI will start recognizing you. So how do ChatGPT and Perplexity use entities? These tools don't crawl the web in real time like Google does. Google is the best at that. They rely on pre-trained models, and that means if you're not in their knowledge base, you don't exist. And that is pretty much true for Perplexity, even though their data sets are updated pretty regularly. So even when tools like Perplexity do cite sources, they're pulling from trusted entities and authoritative summaries. The goal here isn't ranking pages, it's becoming a default answer. And you only become that if you're known and trusted as a strong entity in your space, niche, or industry. So here are the 5 pillars of Entity SEO. Number 1 is structured data or schema markup. Make sure your website includes schema for organization, local business, if applicable, product or service, person, if your name is associated with the brand, FAQ and how-to, or educational content. There's a lot more schema out there, so be sure to look it up and research. It's very easy to find, because this gives search engines explicit values about what your site and brand are. Then there's consistent brand language. The way you describe yourself on your About page should match your LinkedIn, Crunchbase, social bios, podcast intros, everything really. Consistency builds clarity for AI. Then there's third-party profiles and citations. You need to show up on other trusted platforms. That means Crunchbase, LinkedIn company page, Google Business Profile, G2 or Capterra, Wikipedia, if possible, and other review sites. What will help here is showing up on podcasts and then showing up on listicles and industry roundups. All of these citations reinforce your authority. Then there's internal linking and topic clustering. Your website should group related content together around themes. That builds a strong topical identity and authority, and this helps search engines connect the dots. For example, if you're known for AI search marketing, create a cluster of pages around that. Guides, FAQs, services, leadership, videos, and so on. And finally, it's visibility in LLM index platforms. So create profiles on places LLMs are scraping and citing. So GitHub, if you're a tech company, Notion, public docs, press releases, public interviews, and answer forums like Quora or Reddit if relevant. Every signal helps. Now let's go into a quick gut check. Do you have a knowledge panel on Google? This will help you get Entity organized. Does ChatGPT know who you are? Try asking it or using our tool, Open4j AI, to see where you show up on ChatGPT and other AI search engines. Does your brand show up in AI overviews? Do your bios say the same thing across every platform? Do you have structured data on your website? That one's really critical. If you've answered no to any of those, you've got some work to do. But the good news is that you don't need a PhD or a rocket science degree to do any of these things. It's all fixable. Now let's be clear. Keywords and backlinks aren't dead, especially not backlinks. Those are important, but they're no longer enough. So here's how Entity SEO compares to traditional SEO. Entity SEO builds long-term trust, and that's exactly what AI search cares about. And if you want to implement Entity SEO, here's a step-by-step playbook. Add schema to your homepage, about page, service pages, product pages, and blog. Fix inconsistencies across your bios and external profiles. Claim and complete your Google Business, LinkedIn, and Crunchbase pages, if applicable. Pitch yourself to podcasts, local news, journalists, and roundup lists. Build content clusters around your core topic and link them together. And audit your AI visibility using our tool, Open4j AI. It'll tell you what ChatGPT and other AI search engines know about you. We can also help you track citations. We'll show you where you're mentioned, what you're missing, and how your competitors are doing as well. So here are real examples of Entity SEO at work. MailChimp and ConvertKit are cited in Google AI overviews, even when it doesn't rank first. That's because they have super strong brands and entity structure. Zapier, an amazing company, often shows up in Perplexity for how to automate tasks, because its content clusters are entity-rich and clear. Notion dominates AI overviews because it's consistently mentioned, linked, and structured across the web, not just on official channels, but also on user-generated content. But remember, you don't have to be a giant brand to do this, you just have to be understood. Now let me be clear and blunt. This might hurt, but it's the truth. If AI doesn't know who you are, it's not going to cite you. Not in ChatGPT, not in Gemini, not in Perplexity. You could have the best blog post in the industry and still be invisible. Entity SEO makes sure you exist in the new AI search landscape. If you ignore it, you're giving the advantage to your competitors and you're losing money. The best SEOs, after all, aren't chasing traffic spikes anymore. They're building durable visibility. Entity SEO works across every AI search engine. It helps you show up in voice search, which is going to be a $1 trillion industry in AI. It'll also help you show up in wearable assistants and smart devices like your fridge. This is the foundation of answer engine optimization, and it's only going to grow more important. Anyway, here's a summary FAQ of what I covered in this video. What is Entity SEO? It's how you help search engines and AI understand and trust your brand as a distinct entity, not just a keyword match. Why is it important now? Because AI search tools entities, not just web pages. If you're not recognized, you're not showing up. How do you optimize for it? Use schema markup, consistent bios, build third-party citations, and create content on your main topic. Where will you see results? You'll see them in Google AI overviews, ChatGPT answers, Perplexity queries, and anywhere else LLMs summarize and cite content. What's the risk of skipping Entity SEO? You'll be invisible in AI search even if your SEO is technically perfect. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope I cleared things up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Jason Patel of Open4j AI, and we help your business get seen by ChatGPT and other AI search engines. I'll see you in the next video.